Spanish holiday island to cap tourist vehicle rentals as locals take on British visitors. Formentera, with a population of just under 13,000 but nearly 50,000 in the summer, is all in favor of the measures which would see a limit on the entry and circulation of vehicles and a maximum number of cars and motorcycles for rent. The idea to prevent misery for locals facing daily gridlock is being hailed as a pioneer in Spain and Europe and could be rolled out across the other Balearics. The new rules, drawn up as a matter of urgency under special measures, are likely to come into force for the summer of 2019 in Formentera. Tourism chiefs on Majorca say they are not ready yet to limit vehicles, but it is something they may have to think about in the future if the unrest over the number of tourists continues. The permanent fleet of vehicles on Formentera, often known as the Hippie Island, amounts to 20,700 units, 10,750 resident cars, 8,000 motorcycles and 2,000 rental cars. But in the summer months, this can shoot up to 50,800 vehicles, an increase of 145% of cars and motorcycles circulating on a road network of just 24 miles, 38.5 kilometers. Saturation problems are compounded by the 1,295 vehicles that arrive on average every day on the island by sea during the summer months from Ibiza or Denia in Alicante. A study carried out during the first fortnight of August 2017 shows that the intensity of the traffic has increased over the last 8 years and that the island suffers congestion in the summer. The Balearic government is currently drafting a law which would ensure the environmental and economic sustainability of Formentera, as well as limitations on the entry of vehicles and a maximum number of rental vehicles. The use of electric cars and motorcycles in both the public and private sectors would be encouraged. There would be exemptions for residents' vehicles, public transport and vehicles for people with reduced mobility. Cars wishing to enter Formentera may have to ask for permission in advance, and there would be a cap in areas of natural or historic heritage. Minister of Territory, Energy and Mobility Marc Pont said at the moment, the idea of extending the proposals to the other Balearic Islands was not on the cards, but Formentera was in a special situation. Balearic President, Francina Armengol told Spanish newspaper El País that it was a courageous decision, taken from the ecological and environmental point of view. She said a good transport network on Formentera would be essential. The bill has yet to be approved by Parliament, but if it gets the go-ahead, it could swing into action either later this year or in 2019. It will be up to Formentera's own council to decide on capping numbers. A system of displaying cards in vehicle windows will help the authority identify where the cars come from, if they are owned by a resident or a hire vehicle. An inspector will be appointed and anyone caught breaking the rules would be fined. Majorca has already tried traffic restrictions to combat tourist saturation, although on a smaller scale. Last summer the access of coaches to Calobur was restricted to only 35 a day. Formentera Council President Jaume Ferrer said in a statement, "Our priority is to address the issues that the society of Formentera considers most important, and in this case, the importance is given because of the need to protect the tranquility and natural spaces of our island. This must be done if we want to continue to be a successful tourist destination."